There's probably a bigger picture than just the real estate. If you look at some of the big corporate acquisitions and things that have been going on, I think there have been a few core funds that have run to the end of their life, and there have been some big transactions off the back of that. They achieved what they needed to, and it was time to divest. And the long-term investors who are in the sector are there to compete and buy those. I think there could potentially be an issue with where's all the stock going to come from next year. I think if we see another 25, 50 plus basis point compression, that'll end up releasing stock out of funds and vehicles and managers who have achieved their targets and want to move on and start again. So I don't see a slowdown in deal flow. I think the market's a bit not upside down, but I don't think just because someone's classed as a private equity fund doesn't mean that they won't be a competitive bidder on a portfolio or corporate acquisition or on a JV or a build-to-suit. And equally, just because a group is perceived as insurance company or pension fund or sovereign wealth means that their money's cheap and necessarily stupid or blind or however you want to put it, or asleep. I think it's all. I think everyone understands what they're doing and has a different set of return criteria. And certainly, some of the sovereign groups that we talk to, have relatively high return criteria and want to be involved in some of the risks. They want to get into the development and they want to be getting involved in the land and the speculative side as well. And frankly, if you want to spend the type of allocations that these groups have got, I think you're going to need to be all the way through the risk spectrum and all the way into and integrated into the sector.
So much more long-term money really coming into it in that sense.
Yeah, I mean, once it's at the moment, it feels like once it's been bought and these big deals that are happening, you're not going to see it again for a while.